sweet dreams are made of these.
And it still doesn't make me sound cool.
No, definitely not.
Good morning and welcome to the Throga channel. We have a theme today. Johnny and I are recording a couple reaction videos in advance, and the theme is make Johnny guess who's next, because I never tell him.
So, just like every show.
All right, well, it's a universal theme on this channel.
Our overarching theme, yes.
We are finally returning to Diana Ankudinova. It has been too long.
Way too long, yeah.
Yes, if you are new to this channel, my name is Richard, and that's Johnny, and
Hello.
We miss this polyphonic angel
marvel
on the channel. We've just got so much to catch up with. We're going back in time. This one is from the Masked Singer show. I think we saw one other performance of her on the Masked Singer. I don't recall the song offhand.
Yeah.
But I love this song. I saw the song title and I'm like, I'm all in. Sweet Dreams.
Oh, Eurythmics?
That's my guess.
Yeah.
So if it's
Nice.
not that song, then I'm still excited to hear her, but I really want to hear her on that song because I love that one. Let's jump in.
All right, let's do that. And before we do, make sure you hit like and subscribe out there if you haven't already. Please.
Yes, and
Thank
please
you.
also no beg.
We don't beg. We don't beg here.
But please. And also check out the link below in the description to buy a coffee and help support the page. We greatly appreciate it. Even consider becoming a silver, gold, or diamond tier only member for added perks. And lastly, check out Throga.com, where you can learn more about your voice, the 7 dimensions of singing, and our online vocal courses. Also,
Alrighty.
Johnny's a songwriter and teaches songwriting, private songwriting lessons. So if that's of
Yeah.
interest, hit him
Write
up.
a
You
song
can do
with
that
me.
on that channel as well.
It'll be fun.
All right, let's bring this in. I'm definitely going to have to keep the transparencies on here because it's a TV show. And here we go. Eurythmics. Yep.
Every time.
Oh.
Крутяк вообще.
Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? And travel the world and the seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you.
Nice.
Gets a little brighter there. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. Great push there.
Hold your head moving on, keep your head moving on. Hold your head moving on, keep your head moving on. Hold your head moving on, keep your head moving
Okay.
Well, that song has never been spookier, and Marilyn Manson did a cover for that.
I know. It was a cool cover too.
That pales in comparison.
So first of all, if you've ever heard any song from her ever, the show's just useless. It's like the first syllable. It's like Diana Ankudinova. It's just like you can recognize that tone.
I know.
So quickly. Obviously, if you don't know who it is, it's just your mind's just exploding. And I apologize that, I mean, even I can't see it very well because this is kind of a just for copyright, it's kind of a blurred version. And
It's
then
almost
it's
like a copyright on a
copyright on a copyright.
transparency. Yeah.
This should clear, but who knows? It's the Throga channel.
But like we've discussed, sometimes without the image, you hear a little bit more of what, because the image can kind of like influence what you're hearing a little bit.
It does.
I don't know. I feel like I can hear it more clearly. It conjures my own images, which is really nice.
Exactly.
In my head.
That's what music is. It's like, it's fun to see, thematic themes and visual art to accompany something. But, music in and of itself is it's just sparking those parts of the brain on a sonic level. And that's what makes it amazing. And she doesn't need gimmicks for her tone to be interesting. And the premise of the show on top of it is you don't even know who it is. So it's like, you don't really need to see it to appreciate it. All that being said, I just need to hear this first 15 seconds again. The low note, where's she going? What's the lowest note on this? I'll play
Let me hear it again. I got it.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams made of this.
这个的
You am I to disagree and travel the world in
C sharp.
7 seas. Everybody's
So this is the interesting thing about a
C-sharp for me.
polyphonic voice. C sharp isn't. I mean, it's low for female voice. Don't get me wrong, but it feels down here. Like it feels lower than where that is because typical adult female voices cut around. The F, E, sometimes the E flat. So it sits lower. Her larynx is a little bit larger on so she has a genetic advantage to have the folds reach some lower notes. But the polyphonic aspect is where the folds are still creating a fundamental vibration, creating that pitch, but it's the cylindrical, unique shape that is her all the way through her
resonance chamber
pharynx.
is
Yes, exactly.
So unique,
Her vocal tract just creates this super cool, it's like some complementary subharmonic that just makes it feel like an octave under than it actually is. That's what makes it so fascinating.
Yeah, it's like we've heard low voices before, but there's something about hers. It almost sounds like it's like a vocal effect where, it's like you did the monster mash, like that type of thing. Where you can have the chipmunk sound on one end, but then you can have that really low kind of slow motion sound. It's so unique, and she almost has her own.
To this particular effect,
That
See,
would be the
if
one.
I tried, sweet dreams are made of these.
And it still doesn't make me sound cool.
No, definitely not. Not cool. No, she just has her own like EQ curve. So EQ, equalization, and that's so basically in somebody's voice or any sonic spectrum, there's lows, medium, there's middle, and there's highs.
Right.
So her low spectrum she almost needs her own category for it because it's just so different. Because some people have naturally darker voices. I have a naturally darker voice when I sing. Somebody like Axl Rose has a naturally higher kind of laser beam voice that just kind of cuts through. Hers is something different altogether. I don't even know how to categorize it. It's just, it's definitely low, but
it is.
But
it carries. We're referring to that C sharp 3, but when she goes to this part here, it still has those Because what is that?
B.
I'll get there. It's a B. So that's the B4. So she just jumped, almost 2 octaves, in that span, and it still has this airy but polyphonic, just overtone that highlights. I've given examples before of overtone singing. So I give like a little example. I'm not an expert in this, but the
I love when you do that.
you could have, it's kind of like it's an overtone. I'm highlighting part of the frequency and it's getting like it pops out, right? But she does it, and I can't give a demonstration of it the other way. It's like it's under the note as opposed to highlighting something over the note, which is way easier to demonstrate. That's essentially what she does on just a very natural way, from her genetic disposition. And just her life experience. She's got a dark past. She's overcome amazing things, and all that plays into the brain, and just it just really comes to life in songs like this that allows that space to just breathe and those overtones to exist.
Yeah, there's a moment though too, because I don't think she's strictly stuck to that, and we've heard other songs where her tone does brighten up, and she does have a pretty good range actually.
Yeah,
she can't get the higher notes. Yeah, you listen to that part. The tone brightens up a little bit. It's a little more open sounding. Doesn't sound like it's sort of under a blanket as much.
Yeah.
So she has that ability too, but it's just, and I mean, it's still, even that sounds like something.
It still has her,
too.
That's in there. But it does have more of a traditional, like, belted tone that you'd expect from most humans when they're in that range of notes.
Yeah.
So, there is some choice that she has in how she leans into it. And I like that in the context of the same song, because that just makes those other parts that much just wild.
She is just, man, I mean, if you want to create a mood in music, she is one of the first choices to go to.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
It's been too long. Thank you guys for your patience. Let us know. Does she have something new, something exciting we need to check out? Let us know in the comments below. We appreciate that. And other than that, we hope you have an amazing day. Thanks for joining us today. Johnny, I hope you have an amazing day.
Thank you. I hope the same for you, my friend.
All right. Bye, guys.
See you. What was I? I don't even know what that was.
I don't know.